That night, I drove my daughter to the airport for what I thought was just another work trip. Everything seemed normal until my grandson, who was only 7 years old, grabbed my hand tightly. His eyes, wide with panic, froze me in place. With a trembling voice he whispered, "Grandma, don't let us go back to the house. I heard Mama planning something against us this morning. Please believe me." In that instant, something inside me broke. Without asking any questions, I started the car and fled with him into the dark night. But before we continue, make sure you're already subscribed to the channel, and write in the comments where you are watching this video from. We love to know how far our stories are traveling. My name is Era Bingham. I am 70 years old, and until that night, I thought I knew my daughter Candace like the back of my hand. I live with her and my grandson Devin ever since the death of my son-in-law Reggie 3 years ago. It was a car accident that left deep scars on all of us, especially on little Devin, who has since become an extremely observant and quiet child. That Thursday, we drove Candace to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport for a business trip to Chicago. She's a marketing manager at a big firm and travels frequently. We arrived early. The terminal was relatively empty, and the icy blast of the air conditioning made me hug my thin coat closer to my body. "It'll only be 3 days, Mama." Candace smiled as she adjusted her carry-on bag. "Take good care of Devin, and don't forget his medication." Devin, standing beside me, clutched his dinosaur backpack tightly, watching his mother with intense eyes. He's never been a boy of many words, but that night he was even quieter than usual. "Everything will be fine, my love. We always make it work, don't we, Devin?" I tried to include my grandson in the conversation, but he just nodded silently. Candace crouched down in front of her son and smoothed the hair falling over his eyes. "Be good for Granum." Emotional distance growing between us. "I have to go," she said, checking her watch. "Boarding starts in half an hour." We shared a brief hug, a mechanical embrace without much warmth, something that had become common between us lately. She kissed me on the cheek, grabbed her bag, and walked toward the gate. We watched her silhouette move away until she disappeared into the crowd. "Let's go, Devin. It's getting late," I said, taking my grandson's hand. We walked down the terminal corridor toward the parking garage. Devin didn't say a single word the whole way. His silence didn't worry me. It was just his way. Since his father's accident, he communicated more with looks and gestures than with words. The parking garage was poorly lit. Only a few yellow lamps cast shapeless shadows on the concrete floor. Few cars were parked at this hour. I pressed the alarm button, and the lights of our old Chevy Impala blinked. I started walking toward the car, gently pulling Devin by the hand. That's when I felt it, a strong, almost violent pull. Devin had stopped suddenly and was gripping my wrist with such force that his small fingernails left marks on my wrinkled skin. I turned around confused. "What is it, sweetie?" I asked, bending down to his level. Devin's face was pale beneath the yellowish light of the pole. His eyes, always watchful, were now wide with pure terror. I had never seen such an expression on his little face. A chill ran down my spine. "Grandma," he whispered so softly that I had to lean in to hear. "Don't let us go back to the house. Please believe me." I stood there confused, thinking maybe he was afraid of the empty house without his mother. "Don't worry, my love. We'll be fine. Just the two of us for a few days." He shook his head vigorously, gripping my wrist even harder. "No, Grandma. Don't go back to the house," he repeated, his voice now cracking. "This morning I heard Mama on the phone in the home office. She was talking about us." My heart pounded. Wah. Into the room, a sinister pattern began to form. I stopped the car at a 24-hour gas station on the outskirts of the city. We needed a plan, and I needed to think clearly. I bought a watery cup of coffee from the convenience store and returned to the car, watching Devin, who was still asleep. That's when my cell phone vibrated in my coat pocket. Candace's name lit up the screen. My heart leapt. Her flight should have taken off hours ago. Why was she calling? With trembling hands I answered, "Hello." Mama. Candace's voice sounded strangely calm. "Where are you? You should have been home an hour ago." A shiver ran down my back. How did she know we weren't home? "Oh, we decided to stop for dinner." I lied, trying to keep my voice steady. Devin was hungry. A silence on the other end. I see. And where are you having dinner? At that restaurant near the shopping center. I replied vaguely. Shouldn't you be on the plane? There was a problem with the flight, she said quickly. It was rescheduled for early tomorrow. I'm heading back home now. I froze. That made no sense. Candace always checked flight schedules meticulously. She would never let an unexpected event like that happen. Oh, what a shame, I replied, trying to sound natural. Well, we'll see you at home later then. Yes, of course, she said, her voice suddenly sweet. Don't worry about rushing. Enjoy your dinner. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. I hung up and stared at the phone. It was a trap. She was checking to see if we had figured anything out. Maybe she had cameras at the house. Maybe she realized Devin had overheard her that morning. Devin stirred in the back seat, slowly opening his eyes. Was that Mama? He asked with a shrewdness that scared me. I nodded, unable to hide the truth from those perceptive eyes. She said the flight was canceled. She's coming back home. Devin's eyes widened in terror. She knows Grandma. She knows we found out. I took a deep breath, trying to see.